Hello everyone, welcome back to the auditorium. My name is Jesse, I'll be your host. If you're new here, I am a channel revolving around guitars and video game music, and a lot of times I combine those two, so check those videos out. This is a Patreon request for Dennis Jansen, a longtime commenter and now supporter. He's got 3 requests. Of course, it's just gonna be one, but I guess we're gonna spoil the rest coming up. We have NieR Automata. Today's video is Faltering, Prayer, Dawn Breeze, and I guess we'll do the other ones later, but for today, NieR Automata, Faltering, Prayer, Dawn Breeze says, first, I would like to say that I really enjoy your reaction videos. It's so nice to share good experiences. I would be happy if you would react to these 3 songs. So thank you, Dennis, and thank you to all the patrons. I'm excited. I did NieR Automata. I've only done one reaction for NieR Automata, which I'll leave up here, and I love that. You know, people were telling me that there's a made-up language, and I said that too. I'm like, what are they saying? And then, you know, eventually I found out that it was a made-up language, and I really liked it. So let's get into some Faltering, Prayer, Dawn Breeze, NieR Automata. Triangle? Piano went down an octave. Wow, her voice is an instrument. Wow. Piano, one of my favorite instruments of all time. Trying to picture the setting of like when this would play, like during gameplay or a cutscene. It's hard to say. I love that little triangle. Ding. I have one complaint, and that was way too short. Haunting. Very haunting, but very... Okay. So a couple of interesting things were going on. At the beginning, the piano was in like a higher part of the keyboard, right? And then, but the vocals stayed throughout. She was in one range the whole time, and she was singing in this pocket of this kind of like higher registry. And then halfway through, the piano dropped to a lower octave, but she stayed the same. It's just, you know, that's just what happens when you're in key. That's how you know you're in key, when instruments around you can change, but you still sound good. So that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, when the piano went darker, even though it was playing the exact same thing, but lower in pitch, it was, that was a cool dynamic. And it just shows the strength of her vocal cords. The other interesting thing, as far as like kind of theory-wise, music theory-wise, is that was definitely in a minor key. And without getting way into it, an easy way to digest minor and major, because you've probably heard those terms before, like A minor and, you know, F major, stuff like that. The easiest way to remember them is that minor is sad and major is happy. So, for example, D minor is the saddest key of all, and a D major would not sound sad at all. It sounds happy. Actually, it sounds completely opposite. It sounds very happy. So that was interesting, because the reason I'm bringing this up is because it was a minor key, and so the whole thing was, you know, dark and kind of gloomy, right? But it was still calm. How do I explain this? It was like, it was therapeutic in a way. So even though, you know, the aura of the song is dark and sad key, you kind of feel this tranquility, because it's got kind of like a drone note, like it's just like this constant note that's just playing, and it's just kind of, it's like you're floating on something, right? So I thought that was kind of interesting a lot, that it's definitely in a sadder key, but wasn't necessarily sad sounding. I guess in context, if there was like a sad scene playing, I could see that. But also if there was like a happy scene playing with that music playing, it also would kind of work. So I'm actually going to test that theory on myself later. I'm going to listen to this and then try to like watch some happy footage with it and see if that's true. And then finally, the only thing that it reminded me of, not so much at all, but just the piano alone. You're gonna be surprised by this, but there's a black metal band called Dimmu Borgir, and none of their music is like this. Don't get me wrong. It's very aggressive, very in your face, but they do have one song called Sorgenskammer, where it's just piano instrumental, and it reminded me of that a lot. And you'll see exactly what I mean. I'll link it below. But anyways, Dennis Jansen, thank you so much for the Patreon request. I kind of went on a ramble there, and I very much appreciate it. I wish that was longer. That was really cool. Please let me know at what instance that song plays. I almost kind of felt like it had to have been a cutscene, or maybe even credits, to be honest. But who knows? I guess that's the whole point of me doing these. Is just kind of, I always try to put myself in there. So let me know if you would like to do a Patreon request yourself. You could do so here, and just join the party, I guess. The backlog is a little long, but that's okay. I'm going to eventually get to them all, I promise. And if you would like to support me further, I do have my own shirts, which that's me right there. Speaking of music nerd, the shirt says slide into the DMs, and that's me sliding into a bunch of D minors. Yep, dad jokes. So thank you for the support, everyone. Thanks for the AK subscribers. Q&A videos coming. Ask me questions in my community post. Enough rambling. Let's go on to more NieR, because I got more NieR coming. NieR Automata. Thank you guys. Take it easy.